to Pinnacle Code, where we spotlight high achievers in the culture and decode how they got to where they are today. I'm your host, Ben Arthur. So as you guys can see, I'm solo this week, and I'm doing this because I have some news. I am changing the concept of Pinnacle Code a little bit. I'm tweaking it, reimagining it. As you guys know, the show has been all about spotlighting high achievers in the Black community outside of the realms of like athletes and entertainers. And I'm going to be focusing specifically on first and second generation Black Americans, helping them unlock the fullest version of themselves through conversation and interviews around identity, Blackness, and achievement. So a lot of the same macro principles, right? In terms of empowerment, in terms of personal development, in terms of personal growth, in terms of achievement, but really focusing on that target audience and that avatar, which I realized I didn't really have. As great as the initial concept of Pinnacle Code was, I realized that I didn't really have a specific individual I was speaking to. And I think that kind of made it difficult for me. And what better audience to speak to than your own audience, or the person you once were. And for me, second generation Black American is who I am. As you guys know, my parents, born and raised in Ghana, they came here. So I'm the product of Ghanaian immigrants, and people in shoes like mine, whether they're Nigerian American, Jamaican American, Bahamian American, whatever it is, our experiences in many cases are very unique to the like traditional American Black experience. And that comes with different complexities and nuances that I don't think have really ever been kind of shared at scale. And what I've learned is that nearly 20% of the US Black population is first or second generation Black American. That, of course, meaning first generation, like you're an individual who came to the US from another country, or second generation, like me, you're the product of a parent or parents who were born in another country. With that 20% of the Black US population being first or second generation, that's 8 to 9 million people in the US who are kind of in my boat in terms of maybe feeling like they're between cultures, trying to find their identity, figure out what achievement means in their own unique way. And I'm best equipped to speak to those people. And so that's kind of why I'm doing this. That's where I think I can add the most value. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. I do have one more episode coming out in regards to the old concept. I already had a show in place. Want to honor that guest and their time and release that next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Time, as you guys know the deal. But after that, I'm going to be pivoting to this new concept. Again, similar in terms of the macro approach, but more niche down in terms of kind of helping first and second generation Black Americans unlock the fullest version of themselves through conversation and interviews around identity, achievement, and Blackness. So that's where I'm going with this. That's the big news I wanted to share. As always, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I know a lot of you have been with me for probably a year at this point, coming from my old podcast, Raw Facts, to what I'm doing with Pinnacle Code, the initial iteration, and now what I'm going to be doing in this kind of Pinnacle Code 2.0. So appreciate the support as always, and excited to see where this goes. I'm excited for it. I feel empowered. This thing isn't going to stop. I'm going to keep going with it. So that's all I got for you guys next week. As I said, 5 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to keep this thing going. But until next time, I'll see you guys soon. All right. Peace out.